Alright, we're reading out of Ecclesiastes 5, and Ecclesiastes is this book written by this man. He's the son of David, the king of Jerusalem. We don't get his name, but it's written by a man that had everything. He had all the money and all the possessions that he wanted. He had literally everything that you can think of. He had money, he had joys, he had pleasures, he had wisdom too. He had lots of wisdom. And he chased everything that he had without God. He chased everything worldly and chased it without God by his side. He never chased it through God or for God. He chased it without God. And he found that all was vanity, the sense of all is worthless. It's worth nothing without God. He never found fulfillment. He found temporary joy that just left him end up feeling depressed, unhappy. And he goes through certain chapters explaining certain things, and in chapter 5 verses 8 through 20 he talks about money. And in verse 10 he says, "He who loves money will not be satisfied with money." And coming from the person that had literally all the money he ever wanted, that hits pretty deeply. That you will not be satisfied with money. You will not be satisfied chasing after money or having it when you reach it there one day, because money is just another worldly possession. He gives an example in verse 15. He says, "As he came from his mother's womb, he shall go again, naked as he came, and shall take nothing for his toil, and he may carry away in his hand." He will carry away nothing. He will take away nothing, because as we came on this earth with nothing, we will leave this earth with nothing. They're just possessions. They're just something that will stay on this earth when we die. So what's the point of chasing something if we're going to be with God for eternity? What's the point of having something for a couple of years in your life when you're gonna have something with God in eternity? And he says in verse 19, it says, "Everyone also to whom God has given wealth and possessions and the power to enjoy them." God has given us things on this earth, and he makes sure to clarify that, yes, while everything on earth is vanity, God gives us the opportunity to enjoy it through God. Not by ourselves, not without God, but through God we can enjoy them. We can find joy in them. He says in verse 20, "For he will not much remember the days of his life, because God keeps him occupied with the joy of his heart." I made a note. It says, "The one whom God grants contentment focuses on blessings from God rather than the darker realities of human existence." So before I leave you guys tonight, I want to tell you guys something that somebody told me the other day. I called a friend, and this friend is really generous with his money. He gets it and he spends it for other people. I rarely see him spend it on himself. And I called him the other day. I said, "Man, this is something that I love about you." I was like, I just thanked him for that. And for a second there, I questioned it, and he told me that money will never be there for you. Your worldly possessions will never be there for you, and money especially won't. So chase eternity, chase God, chase what is godly. Don't chase your worldly possessions that will never be there for you in times of trouble. Chase God. I love you guys. I pray that all of you guys have a good night, a good day, wherever you guys are. And yeah, have a blessed one.